Hello and welcome. It's a good day to be on the farm. My name is Chuck, and this is a really interesting attempt at something called a speed run. In this, it's called cake percentage, and you're trying to see what the percentage is. Hold on, let me buy this field. So, this is a speed run to see how quickly you can make 10 pallets of cake. And that is apparently not as easy as it looks. A streamer put this on his Twitch channel, I believe, and suggested that he could do it, and he thought about an hour. Turns out he could do it in about 29 minutes, I think was his record that he put up, and um, another person on that Reddit channel where he originally posted the idea did it in a little bit less, about 24 minutes, and I'm just struggling to get it in under an hour at this point. But we will see what this happens. So this is the first time I'm recording it live with my own audio, which is already messing me up, but we will see what happens. So I need a trailer for animals. I'm going to choose this one because it can haul. Nope, nope, nope. Water here. Lizard, yes. Water and milk. And then we're also going to yes, let's get to the construction. We need to go to landscaping. Oh, what am I doing? I've already wasted about a minute trying to talk and trying to think at the same time. No, we want... Guys, this is already going terribly, terribly wrong. Harvester. Cloth harvester. Lease. Go back. Combination. Clost. Cornflakes. Convioflix. Whatever it is. Details. Lease. That's what I should have done before I did the other one. Sometimes you need some flat area to do all the production, but we're just going to see what happens. So we're going to run this guy across the street here to this field of wheat that we just bought. And one of the things in this is that you can't actually change any of the settings. So you're kind of just stuck with the base settings here. We can go ahead and hire a worker to do this. While he's doing that, we're going to get a tipper. Here. We're going to buy construction for animals. Nope. Back. I actually really like this. And then we're going to go construction, container, water tank, like so. And then animals, chickens, 79,000 for you guys. I just need to be able to access that. Where's the pickup one? It puts the pallets. Where does it put the pallets? It puts the pallets think right like this would be okay. Let's fire that worker, put up the pipe. Get this guy fired up. And get this going. Zoom out a little bit. So I need grain from the wheat field to both, one, feed the chickens, and two, also to put in the flour mill. So I'm going to go ahead and take this load down to the chicken place, get those chickens started on the eggs, which is one of the 6 ingredients you need in cakes. Oh, it's not going to work because it's not turned on. I can't, see, this is one of the things, you can't turn off the auto engine turn off. Because you can't change any of the settings in the rules for this speedrun, so you have to stay on it or hire a worker and race down the field with it, which I wasn't prepared to do apparently. So we're going to get this going here, hire another worker there, flip back to this. We only got 2,800 in wheat, but that's enough to get the chicken started. Oh, that's not as flat as it could be. We will see how this works out in a second. I'll dump this here. While that's going there, we also need construction, production, greenhouse. I like this one. And if we put it right here, we'll see how that works. Alright, so we're going to leave this tipper here for now. We're going to run back and get some water. And start filling up our cow things. I should have bought some chickens while I was down there. Oh well. So I watched the video of the other streamer who originally thought up this idea, or excuse me, of the one who set the world record right now at 24 minutes. And he just bought bags of grain and used his forklift or his telehandler to load those up. I like the idea of harvesting your own grain and not having to mess with using the telehandler like that, but we'll see if that's really going to save me a whole lot of time or not. I need to be buying things while this is going, since that takes a long time. So we're going to start construction, production, factories. We're going to eventually need a grain mill to dump the rest of this grain in. We want these to all be close. We should be done now with that row. So I think we'll drop this here. Okay, and then we're going to need production. Eventually a bakery. And I want the bakery right in the middle because everything needs to get dropped off at the bakery. So the eggs and the flour will come out right here. The milk will come out right there. So we can drop this bakery here. And then we will need a sugar mill, which we can also drop down here. And I know this is going to get in the way of our harvester, but that is fine with me. Okay, so let's just see how this guy is doing. He's doing fine. Okay, so we're going to back up this. Oh. Not the smoothest transition, but we're doing all right. So I'm going to pull up here. I'm going to dump half of this triggering the water. Because I need to buy my cows first. Okay, so we're going to go brown Swiss 15. Brown Swiss 15. And now, come on, trigger the water, trigger the water. Okay, we're going to come back for that one. So I don't think I was close enough. There it is. And we're going to stop this at 4,000. Or close enough. 4036. Take it. Okay, nice and close. Dump the rest of the water here. And then we have to put some water over here in that greenhouse to get some strawberries going. But we'll do that here in a second. And I don't think I can detach why this is going. Do we have all our production? Sugar there, flour there, eggs there, dairy. I need a dairy. So let's get a construction, production, factories, dairy, 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 and the dairy. So we need to drop this milk there and pick up the pallets here. So we'll do kind of like that. Seems somewhat flat. Fine, it goes there. Alright. This barely filled up to 8,000, but it did. I'm going to get to here. I'm going to start unloading this. I don't think I can get out while this is going on. If I can, that would save me a lot of time. Okay, but we also need, while we're here, we need bales of hay for our cows. We also need a telehandler. Kloss telehandler, lease, yes. Back, combinations. Where's my pallet fork? Lease, yes. Okay, we're going to leave that there. We're going to come down here, grab our tipper. Go get another load of wheat, which we can dump in the flour mill. And while I'm here, let's trigger these chickens. Chicken. I gotta flip back to 60. Buy, yes. Chickens. Select, buy, yes. I have to talk myself through this because if you don't do it in the regular order, it actually sells 60 chickens. And when I was doing it in one of my test runs, I sold a bunch of chickens instead of buying a bunch of chickens, which does not help. So 360 chickens. All right, you guys are good to go. And speaking of, I need to check my factories and make sure I'm only making strawberries in the greenhouse. So let's come over here. Let's get unloaded. Yes, thank you. He's got a full grain tank. This is good. Should be all the grain that we will need. While we're in here, let's go to our production. And we only want to make strawberries. We want to make wheat flour. We want to make cakes. We want to make sugar beet sugar. We want to make butter. And that is it. And I don't need any more wheat than this. I'm fairly certain. So I think I'm going to fire this worker, go into leased harvester, return, least header, return. Alright, so we're going to take some of this, 10,000. Which one? You're the sugar mill. Where's my grain mill? My grain mill is over here. We're going to dump most of this in the grain mill. But we want to save a little bit more for our chickens. So I'm going to try to dump about 8,000 in here. Oops, saving content. We must be 15 minutes in. I think the default is 15 minutes on the autosave. So 15 minutes to get set up. Not great, but not terrible. Did we get? We got to 9.3. 9.3 is fine. So we'll drive this back over here. And, oops, dump the rest of this here. And then it's telehandler time. So we'll take this telehandler, we'll feed them cows. Could have gotten a bale fork, but I think this pallet fork will do just fine. Sorry, I was trying to expand the forks, but I guess I don't really need to. And this is the most dangerous part of this whole run right here. Can I take 2 bales and safely transport them across the road, down these bumps, without spilling? We're going to drive a little bit slow, which I know is counterintuitive in a speed run, but when we bounce it, we drop it like that. I guess we're just going to go with 1. I'll come pick that one up as well. I was able to make that in one of the other tests, but not today. And once we've got that, we need somewhere to sleep. So we'll have to drop a mobile home or something on the map, get us to go there, and then it's just production time. We just have to let everything go. And fast forward a bunch of minutes. And hope that we have enough of everything. We do have to run the milk over to the dairy to start making the butter, but we have to let the cows produce. So we'll sleep one day, give or take, and then grab some milk and start that whole process. We'll have to re-water the cows somewhere in the middle, but that's an easy enough task. And I need to get one more bale for each of these. But otherwise, we're off to a reasonable start. Some of it could have went smoother, but I will take it. I think going between those 2 trees is going to be a smoother way over with these bales. So let's line that up. And then the second half of this challenge is all pallet forking. It's how quickly and efficiently can you move the pallets from one production site to the other without dumping. So you get to see me drive this telehandler a lot. And that's kind of the challenge of it. And the thing that I really like about this cake run challenge is it's a shorter speed run. Yeah, see, look at that. If we cut through there, oh, this is a little uneven, but we can do a much better job of making sure we, and again, had I not dropped that first bale, would have been able to keep one of these bales, wouldn't have to sit here and move. Let's pick you up. And see, that bale's not going to go all the way in, but when we sleep overnight it should. And that way it will be pretty full here. The thing that I like about this speed run, is that it does a little bit of everything. You have to be able to harvest, you have to be able to get your production facilities up, you got to be able to run a telehandler like a madman, and go from there. So everything is kind of in this main corridor here. I need to do construction, farmhouses, and we're just going to spend $20 on this little mobile home right over here. I don't want to get in the way of dropping things off, but I think this is pretty solid and it's relatively flat here. So we can come around here and then we're just going to flip through all of our production facilities and sleep. And the other thing we need to figure out is where the sugar beets are on this map. That's the thing, every time we load the map, it's a little bit different. So let's hop out of this. Let's come over here. And let's take a look at our production facilities. So we are making wheat flour. 9,000 in there, should make some. So we need wheat flour. Butter. We need milk for, let's go to their animals. Brown Swiss, full of hay. Enough water to get us to tomorrow. And no milk yet, but soon. I suppose to get us ready for the next day, let's disconnect this. I don't even think we need that tipper anymore. Oh yeah, we still need the tipper for the sugar beets when we get there, but I have to find a field that has sugar beets available, and then the bakery is right there. So let me get this lined up and ready. And did I leave my telehandler somewhere? The goal was to leave one of the pieces of equipment over by the farmhouse so that we could quickly sleep and wake up and fast travel. And then the other one we need to have ready for the milk. So I want to fill this, but not all the way, because if I put 8,000, I don't know if they can hold 8,000 liters or not. Because look, that water is at 4,000 liters and it's kind of 60-70%. So I think I'm going to stop at 4. Because what I don't want is to still have water. Okay, we'll stop at 3 apparently. I don't want to have water full in here when I need to load it with milk. So we're going to drop this in here. We will cap off some water for them tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to hit that. So we're going to back up and just see. Nope. And I use my telehandler, and then we're going to just sleep. Alright, first day is down. I think we're about 23 minutes in. Yeah, see, I don't understand how that guy did it in 24 minutes. Because I'm 23 minutes and I'm just getting through the first day. Luckily, the first day is the biggest day because you've just got to deal with all the things. So let's get this going. There's all of our flour. We can start dropping our flour in our bakery here in a second. And I messed up because that second pallet of grass is still sitting there, or hay. And now I have water in my thing, so I can't get the milk until I get the water out. This is what I was just talking about. But I failed to successfully unload it. So we're going to overload this. We're going to put as much water in here as we can. And then if we can get it all out, yeah, see the 3 freaking %. And I don't know how to unload that without putting it somewhere. So we're going to take about 1,000 or 1,200 from here. We'll go put it in the other one. And then we will just go get our milk and get the dairy going and go back to sleep. So we're just going to come real close so that when we pull out, we hopefully don't hit this bale too much, but we still get to the watering there. And I was really hoping that those bales would be out of the way, but okay, 11,000 of milk. And we should repeat the same thing here. We shouldn't have to water our cows again. Alright, 22.74. It's not great, but it's enough. And our dairy is back here, I believe. That's kind of in my way. eventually have to put milk in the bakery too. We need butter first. Where do we drop off at? Here we go. So we're going to drop this. This should start making us butter. And then we will leave down here and sleep another day. Got some eggs going too, which is nice. So let's get out of this. Sleep second day. And then we got to start telehandling everything over to the bakery. Because we'll have fresh milk we can put in. We should have at least one pallet of butter. We should have some strawberries. We should have some flour. We should have some eggs. Sugar beets. I need to figure out where the sugar beets are coming from. Okay, so yes, 2 pallets of butter. Perfect. All right, we need to figure out fields. So this is the problem. The fields are randomly set every time you load it up. So our closest sugar beet field is 29. But 29 it is. Okay, and sugar beets are harvested. Not this month, I think next month. Alright, so we're going to start with, here is some butter. And here is where we drop it off. And it's just about the same speed to sit there and let it unload as it is for me to try to lower the pallet. I know that's not a great excuse, but it is what I'm working with. So we're going to just make this adjustment, and we're just going to back straight up in. And this one I'm going to sit down and try to back up. See, by the time I get it off, it's already unloaded like that. I'm going to come over here, grab some flour. And get this going. And we're going to want some pallet of flour at some point in time. But first, let's run over here. Grab some strawberries. And I really need to be able to do more than one pallet at a time. So we're going to try. Is it going to work? Nobody knows. But I will save about a minute of drive time if I can make these strawberries double stack. And it just depends how much time do I waste double stacking them. So nope, stay on there, buddy. Problem is, you get them on and then you gotta drive slow because you've got twice. So I don't know if it's much faster to do 2 at once. We're gonna try it for a couple of things like this. And then it fell off. And I oversteered trying to save it because my reaction was too late. And like I can't even get these strawberries off, so now I'm sitting here waiting for them to unload. Come on, come on, come on. I'm going to do the same thing over here. At least they're closer, I suppose. Even if I didn't get them all the way, I don't have to drive all the way back over to the greenhouse just to get some more. Perfect. I actually set something down. So we'll go get some eggs. And the pallet in front. Same sort of thing, double stacking the eggs. I think it's the wise way to go here. and we'll see how quickly we can get them over there. Now that's kind of a funny angle, so we'll have to see if I can get this right on the first try. Eggs. So each cake takes 2 eggs, 2 flours, 2 milks, 2 butters, 2 strawberries, and 2 of the last ingredient, sugar, and the sugar beets. So 1,400 eggs is not going to get us to 10 pallets. I need to do one more thing of eggs at some point in time. But this is enough of this for now. So let's go over here. And then 2 milk. So we've got milk to make the butter, but we already put 2 things of butter in, which I think is all we need. 1,800 liters. No, I think we actually need some more. So we will eventually need 2,000. So if we can drop off, yes, 2,000 of this milk, about. That will leave us 1,600. And then we take the rest of this over to the dairy, which is right here, and we'll just make a little bit more butter just to make sure we got it. And then we're going to loop back around and make sure we are hooked up for our tipper. So we're going to drop this milk off. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to leave this here so that we can grab onto it real quick and fill it up with milk. Next time we're going to grab the tipper and we're going to take this over to our field, what was it, 29, where the sugar is. So there's this bridge right here. Oh, saving again. It's been another 15 minutes. And we'll see how quickly we can get over there. And we're just driving to this field. I don't care. What's the quickest route? It's probably to take the road. Oh, so there's a road here. That's what I was trying to figure out. Is there a cut through? But it just puts us right on the edge of 30 here, and that still means we're going to have to cut through this guy's field, which is fine. I don't mind too terribly much. See, this is the problem. I need sugar beets to spawn closer to the field that I'm starting in, but obviously I need to be near the shop as well. So let's park this here and then flip back to the telehandler, which is hopefully over by the house. Yep. And then real quick, let's just take a look at our production. So for cake, we have milk, eggs, butter. We need more strawberries. That's fine. Flour and then sugar. So yeah, strawberries, flour, and sugar. We're gonna go ahead and sleep. We're gonna have to rent the piece of equipment that will harvest the sugar beets. And we'll have to take the tipper load back over, put it in our sugar mill, sleep again, load some strawberries, load some flour, and then sleep, 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 hopefully. Oh, then we gotta load sugar once that's made. All right, so is our field ready to harvest? 29, yes. No? Yes, remove foliage. Okay, so we need to rent sugar technology. No, where is it? Not sugarcane, beet technology. There we go. And this one, and we're going to lease it. And I should probably check on my cows and see if they need more hay, but I don't think I'm going to. Let's see, is there a quicker way to get over there if we go this road? Yes. If I go this road, there's another bridge I can take. And so this is like 3 minutes as we're going across here. And we can jump across the bridge. And then hopefully cut across to the other one. So we'll take this bridge over. Ooh, this thing is turns not great. It does not. We're going to get stuck on the side of the... Okay, well that cost me 5 or 10 seconds. Not that I'm going to be anywhere near the 24 minutes. But this is the run that I'm kind of working on, trying to see if there's a faster way that I can do it. But it's fun to see what we can come up with. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm at 36 minutes already, so we're going to do a wide turn here and hit this road. This thing only goes 26 miles an hour. This is a problem. Sugar Beets being this far away from our home, or from the shop, means that we have to drive this thing to wherever the sugar beets are, and they just can't get a wheat field and a sugar beet field to spawn next to each other or next to the shop, because you also have to run over equipment. And it's like those bales. It was fine running 3 trips for bales across, well, 2 trips and a drop, 3 trips, whatever you want to call it, something like that, for the bales originally. But it's like if I found 2 fields that were next to each other for this part, you know, let's get this thing out of the way. If I found 2 fields that were next to each other, but they weren't, you know, like they'd also have to be near the shop, or I'd have to run those bales, or I can get a cart for the bales if that's really what I need to do. I guess we're just going to leave this here. And while we're letting that one go, we're going to take and grab all these extra pallets and make sure we've got enough flour, strawberries, and grab another load of milk. Actually, we can't grab milk until we get our tipper back. We should be okay for now, because this butter should put us over the top for butter, I believe. We need 2 more things of strawberries. So we'll go grab those, and then we need another thing of flour, maybe 2, since we're waiting for the harvest as well. So, strawberries, we're going to double stack the strawberries again. But the idea is 10 pallets. So, obviously you could do this same challenge for like 20 pallets or 100 pallets, but the 10 pallets is kind of nice because it's enough to make sure you know how to do everything, but short enough that you do this in under an hour, theoretically. Watch this one, takes a little bit. Get out. We're going to double stack the strawberries over here, I guess. Because that was a fail. It started glitching out because I ran into the edge of the greenhouse, which is fine. What I don't need is strawberries that are hard to pick up because they're not lined up. So let's get this adjusted, like so. See, it's touching the greenhouse, and that's going to freak out. And then we have to try to figure out how to do this slow enough we're not going to lose it. Luckily, this is wasted time. Well, not wasted time, but this is free time because we have to wait for that harvester anyway. to get enough sugar beets to make our pallets of sugar, because we only have one shot at sugar beets. Everything else, so I'm short, I can just grab another pallet of. So we're still on our way back. So now I can take this and loop around and try to kind of unload with him. I only get one shot at the sugar beets because I'm not going to keep this giant harvester leased for the whole time. Because it's like $500,000. So I want to make sure that I get enough sugar beets in the first load. Enough pallets of sugar. Oops, I'm a little bit farther out. A little closer. Not parked in the way. This is the other thing, because I can't leave the engine running. It takes a really long time to switch from one vehicle to the next. So let's just drive over the crops and then set that worker back to going. 45. So we'll do a couple more pallets of this. Make sure we've got everything else ship shape to make our 10 pallets, because we can put extra flour in, extra butter in, or whatever we need to do as time allows, but we only can grab the sugar beets once, and I'm not going to wait for it to harvest all of the field, so it's pretty much just got to get enough that I feel like the tipper's full, and that's going to get me at least 2 pallets of sugar, and 2 pallets of sugar should be enough for the 10 pallets of cake. So I don't know, it's a fun little run. Clearly haven't perfected it, but right now not that many people are running it, so it's not easy to get, not that hard to get a good top 3 time when I'm only the 3rd person to run it. So again, I don't know if I'll ever get it fast enough to beat 24 minutes on a console, but we'll see what happens. So 3,000 liters of flour. We have everything we need except sugar at this point. I want to get milk. Can I hook this up to this trailer? I'm not sure, but I will try to see if I can, and if that will load the milk for me, and if not, we will see. So yes, it can, looks like. I'm going to hook that up and see if we can zoom out and fill this with the milk, and then we will loop around and grab some more milk from this field over here, and then we will try to see what we can do from there. So again, we're going as fast as we can because this is a speed run, but we're going to see what we can do to get the rest of this taken care of before the end of the day. So we're going to go check on the harvester to see if we have the sugar beets, and then we will be back to unload those shortly. So anyway, let me loop around here. Good to know that we can use the telehandler for this. I think we don't really need, oh, we need more eggs. So let me park this up here. And back here, so we'll grab this tipper, we'll run back around real quick. And then it's just a matter of sleeping through the nights to get the pallets made. Problem is I have to get sugar made. I have to take these sugar beets and make the sugar. And go from there. So this will be kind of the rest of the, hopefully we can line this up better this time. So if we get to 100%, we can just sell that leased harvester and sell this field. Good enough. Worker, come to here, go to our leased equipment, beat technology, return, yes. See, and it's got to start the whole engine again. So we've got to run this back, drop it in the sugar mill, and then we can finish the recording there. Trying to get this done in the next 10 minutes. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but it's going to be close. But everything is set up now. We just need to get this sugar, and we'll have to switch this. Once we dump this tipper, we can drop the tipper, and then it's just a matter of getting milk around if we need it, which I don't even think we do, and getting the pallets of sugar taken care of. So this cut here, got to make the corn people's fields, but that's fine. Oh, took out that sign. 30 miles an hour, doing great. I can see all of my mills over there. I think the sugar was the big one, the big boxy looking one. So we will loop around here, loop in here. Sugar mill is here. Where do we drop off? We drop off behind it. Probably should have just kept driving or went around it that way. Drop the sugar beets here. Go to our production facility. Sugar beet sugar. We should be making sugar now. And we should have some sugar here by the end of the day. I also can't change the time, so the only way to make my sugar now is to sleep. I'm going to drop this tipper here. And then loop back around. I guess we can get the milk with the telehandler. So we can park this up by where we sleep. Like so. And we should have sugar sitting outside waiting for us, and we should then get our cakes going. We can get 2 pallets of sugar loaded and then some milk loaded up. We will be fast forwarding till we have 10 pallets of cake. So let's get to here. Let's load up this milk. Yeah, we have 4 pallets of sugar, 5 pallets of sugar, we're good to go. So I'm not even going to do anything with this milk necessarily. I'm just going to pull it out of here. Got some hungry cows, I think. But now we've got milk in case we need it. And we'll just drop that there. And we're just going to get some sugar going into the bakery. I think 2 pallets is enough. And we're going to, look, we even have an extra one pop out. So we had plenty of sugar beets. I probably didn't need to wait for that second one. So I could have saved a little bit of time there, but I wanted to make sure. Second, unloads just as fast as I can. But I have to try to unload it because I think I can save like half a second by doing it that way. Alright, and we are now making cake, folks. That is our last ingredient we were waiting for. And still more sugar. We didn't need 100% truckload for that. So production must be over the 45-minute mark now because we're getting an autosave. Yes, so cake. We've made 2 cakes. And I think cake pallets are 400 each, so I think we have all the ingredients we need. So we're going to park this here. We're just going to shove these pallets out of the way as we need to. So let's go sleep 1 day. I think we need 3 months of sleeping to make the 10 pallets. We will see. Because it's by 400 liters a pallet, if I remember right. Sleep another day. And we'll check it just to see if we're close enough. Also, one limitation I'm running into is I'm recording this on a PS5. I can only record up to an hour at a time, so I've been fighting to get this under an hour so I can even record it in one sitting, because you can't submit a speed run that you splice together. Cakes, 330 liters stored. That seems really low. But let's see one more day, and then we'll check our pallets and see. It looks like we might need to add just a little bit more sugar as well. Maybe it's only 40 liters in a cake pallet. I don't know. We will get our forklift out and we will try it. So, forklift here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you just do this and shove, get those 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How is our cake production going? No, I think we've got enough. And there we go. Sleep one more day. Yep, I needed to sleep 4 months. Good to know. 4 months it is to make all the things. And we will see what recording is. We're over 50 minutes now. 51 will probably be about 53. We will see. And there you have it, folks. 4 plus 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're not quite there. And we're 249 in a pallet. Here it's 400. Okay. Yep. Gotta be 54 minutes. 5 days, 5 months of sleeping to get this production done. Well, under an hour is good. But I'm still twice as long as what I would call to be the world record now. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pallets made in 52, 18. All right. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.